All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back racing again with the Modern Street Hemi Shootout in Lapeer, Michigan, Lapeer International Dragway. So we'll be probably doing the 12.5 index class along with the bracket race. So stay tuned. Alright everyone, you saw it in the thumbnail, heard it on the intro. We're back racing with the Modern Street Hemi Shootout series. This time we braved the coronavirus and we are in Lapeer, Michigan at Lapeer International Dragway for the Modern Street Hemi Shootout series. So we're just outside the gate now waiting to get in. Once we get in, we'll start the races and go from there. All right, folks, like I said, we're out here at the Modern Street Hemi Shootout. We're here at Lapeer. Is that how you say it?
That's right, Lapeer.
Lapeer, Michigan. And we got Dan, the man who runs the show. He's right here. He's going to give us a quick rundown.
Man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to give us a quick rundown of HemiRace.com and the Modern Street Hemi Shootout and a couple of future things. I know that things are closer to my hometown, back in Maryland.
Oh yeah, we got 2 races in Maryland coming up. So this is typically our mid-season event. We've had to reschedule some stuff with all the COVID stuff earlier in the year, but we've been fortunate enough to keep the schedule intact, just rescheduled some events. So unfortunately, we weren't able to do the stuff on Woodward that we typically tie in with this event. We usually do a Dream Cruise lot, and Dodge comes out, and it's a couple, 200-300 cars. It's a really big spectacle, but this year, unfortunately, we couldn't pull it off, but we get the race. So we're still racing today. We have our full Modern Street Hemi Shootout format, which is you get 2 race classes. We got 9 heads-up classes, a bracket class. No matter what your build is, your car is, we have a class for you. So if you have a Gen 3 Hemi, this is where you're going to run it. You're giving away 15 grand, $2,000 for the King of the Hill, sponsored by Ziato. I'm always about taking care of the vendors. So we have 5 events left this year. Go to HemiRace.com. It's got the full schedule on there. And then we actually have a bonus event at the end of the year, the day after our season finale at Cecil, where we're going to do some no prep racing and just some grudge stuff. But
so can you go over those 5 real quick? Do you know them off the top of your head?
Well, I hate to skip them, but I'll do my best. So today we're in Michigan. The next event, September, is in Virginia Motorsports Park. Then October, the first week of October, we're in Houston for part of Lone Star Mopar Fest.
Okay.
The last week of October, we're in Maryland International Raceway.
Okay.
First week in November, we're at ACO, which is our season finale.
Okay.
And then Cecil is the next day, which is a bonus day. It's not a non-points event, but it's associated with the Modern Street Hemi Shootout.
Just come and race.
That's right.
I hear you, man. Dan, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. So if you haven't seen or haven't been to a Modern Street Hemi Shootout, highly suggest you get to at least one of them. Check it out. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna want to go to all of them.
Come check out these cars.
Check out all the cars.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks again, Dan. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, folks, there's a lot of cars out here, so we're gonna walk down the line real quick. Lots of Hellcats, lots of built cars for sure. Lots of built cars. Lots of fast cars. Now here's something you don't see every day. A Magnum out on the racetrack. I just got a small YouTube channel, just walking around checking out all the cars. Yeah, I just swapped out all my tires just a minute ago. We got every mix and match, every breed, everything you can think of out here, from SRT 8s to 392s to Scat packs to Hellcats to 5.7s. We got it all out here. All right, if you saw the rollers, here's Steve in his car. There's Steve. Say hi, Steve.
Hemi. What up?
What's going on? So he's out here with his stock 392. He's got some plans for the future, but we'll hit up Steve later. Yellow Scat Pack Shaker. Shaker Nation. All right, here's that Chris guy that knocked me out last time in Rockingham. I don't know if we want to show his car again or not.
What? It's all in good fun.
Yeah, that's for sure, that's for sure. If you haven't seen the Rockingham video, make sure you go back and check out his car. Great build he's got going on. He's got the 68 Plymouth this time. This time I'm saying it right, Plymouth Satellite. I said Dodge the last time. So Plymouth Satellite with a 6.1 in it. He's really running some good times too. We even got some Jeeps out here, some Track Hawks. They are lined up all the way down the line. Got the typical people, motorhomes and then trailer the cars in. This looks like a double stack right here. Golly. That trailer probably cost more than my car did. Oh, plumb crazy Scat back. Sweet. All right, fellas, what's happening? All right, built cars all over the place. Stock cars all over the place. If you got a Gen 3 Hemi, like he said, like Dan said, there's a race for you. They got all kinds of different classes. They got bracket race, which everyone participates in. I'll have to go back, look at the website. I can run down all the different classes for you. I know there's a 12.5 class, 11.5 class, 10.5 outlaw. There's an 8.5 class. So no matter how fast you go or how slow you go, there's a race for you. Oh, got us a demon. Go in here and take a quick shot. Quick shot of the demon. You don't see these very often. They also have a demon class. So if you got a demon, I don't know if I got any subscribers that got a demon. That's got a demon, but they got a demon, a specific demon only class that you can run as well. You can come in here and run your Ram, run whatever you got, as long as it's a Gen 3 Hemi. So one thing to keep in mind, if you do come to one of these modern street Hemi shootouts, make sure you are within the NHRA rules when it comes to times and your ET and your trap speed, miles an hour. So anything, it goes back and forth. 1399 or 1349, you got to have a helmet. Anything faster than a 10.9, you also need a fire jacket. So if you're in any of those classes, make sure you bring what you need, because if you don't, they won't let you run. Folks, that's gonna do it for the walk. All right, folks, that's gonna do it for the walk around. Next thing, races.
They get your tank counters and everything involved with that.
Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me?
What? Huh?
What? Huh? This guy just won't stop talking. Just give me like 30 minutes of your life. No, not 30 minutes. 30 seconds of your life. All right, I appreciate everybody's patience this morning. We have sun. Yeah, go ahead. Round of applause. Let's go.
It's coming.
So I'm going to try to make this as painless as possible. It'll probably be a little longer than normal because we have time. We have about an hour, they're thinking, before the track is ready to go. So today you paid your entry fee, which entitles you to 2 race classes. There's a couple exemptions to that, but 99% of you paid for 2 race classes. Your race classes that you are able to pick are bracket class. Everyone is eligible to race in bracket class as your first class. Your second class can be any of the other index or heads-up classes. A couple exceptions to that. If you're a rookie car, if you signed up for a rookie, a free entry courtesy of Lightens High Performance, 8 of you get to race for free today, courtesy of Lightens, which is a Hellraiser pulley. So whenever you see them promoting online, just make sure you thank them for allowing you to race today for free. And the rookies, when we're all done with this, we'll have a little sidebar and we'll go over what to expect today. So your entry is good for bracket and any other class, except cars that are running in Outlaw, 850, and Heavyweight. They're allowed to pick any 2 of those 3 classes. Does that make sense? So there's those 3 classes you're allowed to run in another one of those 3 classes. Reason being is those cars typically are not bracket-friendly cars, so we allow them to get the same bang for their buck to run the secondary class as another quick class. Does anybody have any questions there? Demons. We have a demon entry, a special demon class for the stock demons. We appreciate Legion of Demons for coming out and racing with us all year long. We'll discuss the head count. You guys can race in demon and bracket. If you guys decide you want to do something different, just pull me aside and we'll work it out. But right now I think we're in good shape with that. Does anybody have any questions on what classes they're allowed to run? And I'm going to discuss what the classes are in just a moment. Okay. All right, so if I keep everybody's attention.
I think we did like 40 the whole year.
God, he just can't help himself. All right, so these are the classes that you're able to run in description form. And then if you have any questions about that, just hold them to the very end. Bracket class. This is the one that everyone gets to run in. It's handicap racing. You are going to write your dial in on the window, which means that's the time you think your car is going to run. Your competitor is going to do the same. The quicker car has to wait for the slow car to leave, and you have to catch them. Does that make sense? Bracket racing, first to the finish line wins without going quicker than your dial in on your window. If you have any questions on bracket racing, I'll be glad to go over them afterwards. And I'll go over some of the other sidebar rules. I'm just going to explain the classes right now. So bracket class is just typical handicap racing. It's on a 500 Pro Tree. What that means, if you see your bulbs do anything, go.
That's pretty damn close.
All right, so don't wait for the green light. The green light means you lost. I promise you. Everybody's good with that? All 3 of your ambers are going to light at the same time. Go. Every class. That's bracket class. Next up, we have the 1250 index. 1250 index is heads-up racing. First to the finish line wins, but you cannot go quicker than 1250. Does anybody have any questions on that? 1250 index, heads-up racing. First to the finish line wins, except you cannot go quicker than 1250. We're good there? 1150 index. Heads up racing, first to the finish line wins, except you cannot go quicker than 1150. 1050 index. Heads up racing, first to the finish line wins, you can't go quicker than 1050. 10-0 index. Heads up racing, first to the finish line wins, you can't go quicker than 10-0. Everybody's good on the index racing. All right, demon. Heads up racing, quarter mile. First to the finish line wins. We do have weight restrictions, so demons, if you're not familiar with it, go on HemiRace.com, class rules, you'll see it all spelled out. There's only a few of you, so I know you guys are aware of the weight rules. There's no excuse. The scales are in the lanes. I'll discuss that further. There's no excuse for being underweight in any class with the weight rules. That's demon. Any questions on demon? All right, heavyweight. Heavyweight. Heads up racing, quarter mile. First to the finish line wins, no time. It's a no time class. You will not see your times on the clocks. There are some weight rules. 4,400 pounds with driver is the minimum weight. Dual type power adder, 4,600 pounds with driver. Does anybody have any questions on what those weights mean and what they are? Heads up racing, quarter mile, no time, 4,400 pounds minimum with driver, 4,600 pounds if you're running nitrous and boost. The scales, once again, are in the lanes. You see the orange cone. We will have someone stationed there. During this open time session, weigh your car. No excuses for being underweight. So,
they got it.
all those index classes don't have any weight restrictions. I'm talking only about heavyweight right now. So it's 4,400 for single power adder, 4,600 for dual type. One exclusion that Eric just mentioned to me. Normally aspirated cars do not have a weight restriction. I'm sorry, it's 3,000 pounds. 3,000 pounds for NA. I'll triple check that. Next up, 850 index. Heads up racing. First to the finish line wins. 400 Pro Tree. You can't go quicker than 850. Any questions on 850 index? Outlaw, 8th mile, heads up racing. Chip draw pairing, and actually heavyweights chip draw also, sorry about that. Outlaw, 8th mile, heads up racing, 400 Pro Tree. First to the finish line wins. Same process with the weigh-in. Outlaw cars, when we call you for eliminations, go to the scales. Your minimum weights are 3,300 pounds with driver, 3,500 pounds if you're a dual type power adder. No excuses. First round of eliminations, if you're underweight, you're DQ'd. Please weigh yourself during open time runs or during your qualifying.
Round 1.
All right, folks, we're here at Lapeer International Dragway doing our first, basically just a run to see what we can do. We got an hour of free time, so I'm going to try and get at least a couple runs in here just to see where Shake and Bake is at. The DA's around 2,300, 2,330, somewhere around in there. So let's see what we can do. Not sure what happened that past run. A 181 60 foot with an 8.0 at the 8th at 86 miles an hour with a 12.44 at 110. So I don't know what happened that run. I'm hoping that's a fluke, and hopefully we get a lot better run this time. So let's get another hot lap. We're just gonna hot lap and see what happens.
Round 2.
Here we go, folks. Pretty good pass. Of course, the last one felt pretty good too, but We'll have to see what the ticket says. All right, I'm looking at it now. 177, 60 foot. 7965 to the 8 at 88 miles an hour. 12.4 at 99 miles an hour. That doesn't sound right.
Round 3. Round 4.
All right, everyone, this is our first bracket race elimination. So I dialed in at 12.45. That's right in the middle of the first 12.4s that I ran this morning. So hopefully that's what we run again now. So let's get to it. Good run. We'll see how close. He red lit. I saw that, so I don't have to I don't have to worry about whether I broke out or not. So let's go up here and see what the old slip says. All right, yeah, I think the tires, I'm starting to slip. So I'm thinking the tires is the reason why we're slowing down. But we'll see what this slip says and we'll go from there. All right, thank you. And right side, we ran at 12.46. So we're right on schedule. 12.467. So I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty solid run. We'll wait for the next eliminations.
Round 5.
All right, folks, here we go. Second round bracket race. We're up against another Incredible Hemi, you're gonna love me, brother. Up against another Dodge Ram. So here we go. Nipped him at the line, folks. As long as I didn't break out. Alrighty, thank you. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I did break out. I broke out a lot. So I broke out with a 12.32. Wow. Man, shake and bake today is just not consistent. That's by far the fastest run all day long. So we're done bracket racing for today. We're still in the 12.5 index class. So you guys will see that video next. But that's it for the bracket class. All right, everyone, we're gonna do a wrap up of the bracket class here at Modern Street Hemi Shootout in Lapeer, Michigan, Lapeer International Dragway. So, this is just a quick recap. First run, we ran a 12.44 at 110. The second run, we ran a 12.40 at 99 miles an hour. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I let up a little too early. Not really sure what happened there, so kind of squirrely. And the first 12.4 was not really sure what happened. I think I spun a little off the line. So now the third run to get the dial in for the bracket class, I ran up running a 12.6 at 109. Not sure what happened there. I think I edged forward and then hit it, so it was just really messed up because I got a 189 60 foot, and that's just not normal for shake and bake. But ran a 12.6. So from all that, I went ahead and took the first two runs and basically cut it in the middle. So I dialed in at a 12.45, ran the first one, I ran the first one and ran a 12.46 at 110. I won that race. And then the next race that we just ran, just a second ago, you saw the slip. I ran a 12.32. So Shake and Bake was just not as consistent as she usually is. I'm not really sure what's going on. I know she's got some really bad clicking noise coming from the rear end. So we determined it's some bad CV joints. So I got some Hellcat axles for a pretty good deal from East Coast Moparts. So if you need anything, I definitely look those guys up. East Coast Moparts. He cut me a pretty good deal. They're arguably they're used Hellcat axles, but we'll put them in and see what happens.
We need 10-0 index. First round in the back of the lanes. Repairing, please. High horse performance. 10-0 index. That's 10 flat. We need you in the back of the lanes to get paired up, please.
All right, sorry I had to stop there for a second, but that's gonna wrap it up for the bracket race. I appreciate y'all taking some time, coming in, watching the video. It's probably gonna be a pretty long one, when I put the drivers meeting in there and everything, just to show you the overall thing, when you come to a race. But so if you're stopping in for the first time, please go ahead and check out my other content. If you like what's going on with the channel, do me 4 things. 1, subscribe. 2, like those videos that you like. 3, comment on those videos, and I'll respond. I see all the comments, and at least at this point, where I'm at in the YouTube world, I can still respond to all the comments. And then the last thing is hit that notification bell to get notifications when so you can see when I upload new content. So lots more races coming. I've got at least 3 more Modern Street Hemi shootouts I'm going to be at, and I'm going to try and hit everything I can every weekend. So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Until next time, when you see the 12.5 index races, that'll be in the next video. Until then, adios.
Right hand shot.